And using the account, Your Honor.
That was on 9/19.
Correct.
And this also went in on 9/19. So you started out with a beginning balance, sir, September 1st of $6. And you put in this check, which for some reason turned out to be a bad check. Why is that?
Why is it that I deposited or it turned out to be a bad check?
Yeah, why is it that it turned out to be a bad check?
Obviously, the company that wrote it to me didn't have sufficient funds.
Right. When were you notified of this balance?
I was notified when I went into the bank on December 31st, 2009.
Okay, so now I'd like you to explain to me, sir, if you took out the money, your check turned out to be a bad check. That I understand. But now you got the benefit from the money. Do you understand?
I do.
You paid your bills, you put food in your belly, you paid rent, you paid your insurance. Whatever you did with that money, I'd like you to explain to me why you believe that the plaintiff should be responsible for paying back that money.
As I put it, Your Honor, is as far as finding out what a year and a half later that an account is in the negative by walking into the bank, any accounts I have at any bank, they send mail every month. And especially if it goes into a negative status, they're sending mail weekly. I was never notified by her. I was not receiving the statements from the bank.
Listen to me, sir. Why did you use this account to deposit the check? Mr. Peelman, that's the only real activity in this account. You deposited this check. You don't look like a bum. So it's clear to me that you have some other banking institution with whom you do regular business, because there's nothing else on this account but the deposit of this, what turned out to be bad check, and your withdrawals practically simultaneously depositing it. Do you understand where I'm going, Mr. Peelman?
I do understand where you're coming from, Your Honor.
I'm glad you understand, because I didn't want you to think that they just keep me up here because I'm a pretty face.
I don't.
Do you understand?
I do.
Judge Judy continues in a moment. Have you been cheated? Go to judgejudy.com or call 1-888-800-JUDY.
So explain to me why you deposited the check in this particular account.
It was the most convenient account for me to use at the time.
No, well, that's ridiculous. Why would it be the most convenient account for you to use, sir, when you have another checking account?
I had just closed my other checking account.
Want to tell me why, sir?
Both of our names were on it.
Both of your names were on this one.
Mm-hmm. It's the last account.
No. You find out that your wife is cheating on you, which is what you intimated before, and that's 6 months before. You close out that account within a millisecond. You don't let it go for 6 months unless you're going to give her a good... We understand each other, Mr. Peelman? I got you. I know exactly what you did. Precisely. You owe $3,700. Judgment for the plaintiff. That's all.
Thank you.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
Judge Judy continues in a moment. And on the next Judge Judy.
I involved the police because when I went to the bank, they told me it was fraud.
Yes, they were called to my house and pressed no charges.
So I just wanted to make sure my name would be clear if anything came about it.
Because the check that was issued to me was real.
It was not a legitimate check. Mr. Pillman was lying throughout the whole time.
There was no criminal activity involved.